Hello and welcome to Pehchan. Today I've got a very special guest with me. Tabarak Rahman ran 1,000 miles across Pakistan to try to raise $1 million for the Citizens Foundation. He has burst onto the scene in New York City and trying to create a scene in New York City, bringing together young professionals and Pakistanis and creating a community and a network that's been very refreshing to see. He is an influencer, he has a main gig, he has a side gig. He is a man of many identities, and today we'll try to unravel them all and try to understand what he's running towards or what he's running away from. Tabarak, kya haal hai?
बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ फैंटास्टिक आप कैसे हैं
बस मजे में तबारक यार I'm very excited to unpack so many different sides of your personality, but I want to start with the part that I find the most interesting, which is your run for 1,000 miles across Pakistan. You can barely get me out of bed in the morning, and I wouldn't run to save my own life. Why would you do something like this, and what kind of physical, mental, and emotional experience was this for you?
आई थिंक दैट्स अ लॉट ऑफ वेरी हेवी क्वेश्चंस पैक्ड इनटू वन सो सबसे पहले तो नंबर वन आई हेट रनिंग आई एम नॉट अ रनर आई डोंट qualify myself as a runner और दूसरी चीज़ ये कि growing up I always wanted to do something uh, to prove to myself essentially that मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ and this run was an evidence of that. Actually, let me rephrase that. Growing up, I was in grade 6 and जब मैं गया था अपने कैडेट कॉलेज में हसन अब्दाल में ग्रेड 8 में तो मैंने छठी जमात के बाद I went straight to grade 8. I skipped class 7 and my class fellows they were 15 years old, 14 years old. I was 11 and growing up I was always labeled as a prodigious child. और मुझे
Mm-hmm.
एक बचपन से एक वो ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस और एक एरोगेंस थी कि यार आई कैन डू एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग
Mm-hmm.
एंड naturally every kid wants to be an athlete at some point in life और वो एक अधूरा जो ख्वाब होता है कि मैं एथलीट बनना है क्रिकेटर बनना है फुटबॉलर बनना है सो दैट वाज some a part of me was that child was still alive and when I moved
Mm-hmm.
to Boston in 2023 in 2022 I saw the Boston Marathon. I got extremely inspired to start running and when I
Mm-hmm.
moved to New York in 23, I watched the New York Marathon and the energy was electric. And उसी
Mm-hmm.
time पे there was this guy Paul Johnson. He was running across America, LA से
Mm-hmm.
लेके New York तक, and
Mm-hmm.
he was raising funds for veterans. He was also
Mm-hmm.
targeting $1 million. और उसके साथ
Mm-hmm.
आखिरी 10 माइल में जाके भागा था from New Jersey all the way to Times Square. And
Oh
during
wow.
that time frame, उसी टाइम पे there was this other guy Russ Cook. He was running across Africa, all across Africa. और वो
Mm-hmm.
तकरीबन he ran 16,000 kilometers, 10,000 माइल वो भागा था 320 या 340 दिनों में पूरा साल लगा के. And his goal was to raise $1 million for some charities too. And उसके पहले 300 दिन तक किसी ने उसको पैसे नहीं दिए. He wasn't getting attention. He wasn't able to bring attention to the cause he was running for. And during the last 2 months or last month or so, he was all over the internet and he, surpassed all his targets. So तब मुझे ख्याल आया कि अगर मुझे तालीम के लिए which I'm passionate about and we can get back to it after
Mm-hmm.
कि कुछ करना है तो रनिंग मुझे एक एक्सक्यूज एक तरीक़ेकार समझ आया कि ये एक तरीका है जो मैं कर सकता हूँ and I was extremely overweight at the time. I was weighing right now I'm around 157 pounds. At that time I was 180 pounds and never ran anything beyond a 5 kilometer. फिर 6 महीने तैयारी की और फिर तैयारी करके मुझे पता था I always knew like I said एक over confidence बचपन से था कि I can do anything and everything. So I consider myself mentally very strong. But physically I wasn't very strong. So I know कि टांगों को तैयार करना आसान है. एक दफा दिमाग तैयार हो जाए तो you can do anything.
But how was that the collision between your overconfidence and the overstretched goal that you set for yourself to run 1,000 miles? Was there any point in the journey, like when you were actually running, where you were like, "ये मैंने क्या किया या ये मैं क्यों कर रहा हूँ?" Or yeah, you didn't feel that.
I did feel that on the day 3 of my journey because I had to eat 6,000 calories a day during my run. I was running around 40, I was averaging 45 kilometers. और उस टाइम पे फिर क्योंकि मेरी सारी training was in New York, and when I started running from Hassan Abdal on November 3, the temperature was extremely hot, 31, 32 degrees Celsius, close to 190 to 100 degree Fahrenheit. और उसमें आई वाज बर्निंग अ लॉट ऑफ कैलोरीज, पसीना बहुत आ रहा था, खाना मैं खा रहा था, सो माय बॉडी वाजंट एबल टू एडजस्ट टू सो मच फूड बीइंग डंप्ड इनटू इट। और क्योंकि बॉडी टेक्स एटलीस्ट अ वीक टू एडजस्ट टू दैट, रात को नींद नहीं आ रही थी। तो तीसरे दिन सुबह उठ के 4 बजे मुझे जब मेरे भाई ने उठाया दैट वी नीड टू हेड टू द स्टार्ट लाइन, एंड आई वाज लाइक देयर सो मेनी अदर वे, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट, that was the first time I cried on my run. और वो खामोशी से ही मैं सुबह उठ के like रोया था। एंड देन आई सॉ माई क्रू, उन्होंने जब मेरी हालत देखी दैट ही इज डाउन एंड आउट, उनके भी like their heads are down too, and that's when I realized that this is also an exercise in leadership for me, क्योंकि मेरे
Mm-hmm.
साथ 6 से 7 लोग थे who were part of the crew who were supporting me। हमारी जो आरवी थी, आरवी का सपोर्ट स्टाफ था, मेरा भाई मेरे साथ था जो कि पूरी लॉजिस्टिक्स मैनेज कर रहा था।
Mm-hmm.
मेरे साथ दो कंटेंट टीम के दो बॉयज थे जो कि हमें
Mm-hmm.
कंटेंट में भी, एंड दे वर हेल्पिंग विद एवरीथिंग एल्स टू। तो जब वो
Yeah.
मेरी शक्ल बनी हुई देखते थे तो दे वर फीलिंग इट टू, एंड देन आई हैड टू फेक कॉन्फिडेंस एंड आई हैड टू फेक सम एनर्जी एवरी मॉर्निंग। सो बट दैट वाज द, आई थिंक, डे 3। और जब रन स्टार्ट होने से एक रात पहले, उस टाइम भी मुझे, आई वाज, देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ नर्व्स, आई जस्ट वांटेड टू गेट टू द स्टार्ट लाइन as soon as possible. And the week leading up to my run, I was not training, I was not going to the gym, body को
Mm-hmm.
मुकम्मल रेस्ट दे रहा था मैं। एंड उस टाइम पे फिर, if you're not, I was addicted to running, I was addicted to movement at the time, and if you
Yeah.
take a drug out of from an addict, I mean,
Mm.
you feel certain things in your body that you don't know what's happening। So तब भी मेरे साथ ये हो रहा था।
Wow. So you basically faked it till you made it. Although I've never heard somebody apply that to running because it's a very physical sort of exercise and experience. And I guess the way जो तुमने mental block, the way that you cleared it is you had a team around you and you couldn't let them down. That's really interesting because I feel like that's a recurring theme in your life. कि you commit to something before you're ready and then you run to it and then you sort of figure it out as you go. And we'll talk more about this in a little while. But coming back to the running part, what was the experience like when you actually finished the run? Like, was it exhaustion? Was it overwhelmed? Were you feeling happy? Like, what was that like when you achieved what you had set out to do?
There were quite a few feelings. Like जो सबसे एक basic emotion था, that was, I was actually proud of myself for
Mm-hmm.
doing that. And I've always felt that I'm an underachiever, and
Mm-hmm.
compared to अपने दिमाग में you rate yourself somewhere. I rate myself very
Mm-hmm.
highly, and I did not do well in my undergrad. I did not. I've never been a hard worker. I've been a
Mm-hmm.
smart guy, and lately I've transitioned from being smart to somebody who actually works hard as well.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I have to, I work really hard. But there was a part of me that जिसको अपने आप से ये शिकायत थी कि यार मेहनत की नहीं है। So I feel like this run में I had put in a lot of hard work, and
Mm-hmm.
actually crossing that finish line, I was just proud of myself कि यार मैंने मेहनत की है, and I
Mm-hmm.
finally did something that I wasn't supposed to do. I'm not a runner. मैंने एक ऐसा
Mm-hmm.
काम किया, and then seeing my family happy, मेरे माँ बाप को मैंने देखा, my mother, I think it was the happiest day of her life. Uh,
Wow.
if you for me as a child, क्योंकि
Mm-hmm.
because she was relieved कि ये जिंदा पहुंच जाए। But also for me, another thing was that my dad was there, and I saw tears of joy in his eyes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And going back again to my undergrad and me being an
Mm-hmm.
underachiever there, हमेशा अपने जीपीए छुपाना कि घर पता ना
Mm-hmm.
चल जाए, माँ बाप क्या सोचेंगे, एंड देन एक्चुअली वो वाले आंसू, एक वो आंसू दे सकता था, और वो आंसू छुपाए रखे, उन्हें नहीं पता चलने दिया। बल्कि खुशी का आंसू दिए। So I was just very happy and proud।
Yeah. That's there are very few moments when you can watch your own parents beam with pride, like so publicly, especially desi parents who don't show a lot of emotion. But if you can see that and you can experience that, that is a magical sort of experience to be able to go through that. मुझे थोड़ा सा ये बताओ कि हाउ लॉन्ग डिड दिस जर्नी टेक, like in terms of training, when you made the intention to training to actually sort of the time that it took to run, and also like in parallel to this you had to mobilize resources, you had to raise money, you had to pull a team together. How was that experience for you as well? Because it wasn't just one thing, and I actually disagree with you. You say that you don't like hard work, you are a smart worker, not a hard worker, but it's clear that you have a very high bar for yourself, because nobody who's not a hard worker would set themselves up for a commitment like this. But talk to me a little bit more about the journey that went into it behind the scenes, beyond the running.
So beyond the running, the actual जो कि seed दिमाग में गिरा था, that was in February 2024, February March 2024, around that time जब Paul Johnson और Russ Cook भाग रहे थे. And जैसे ही मैंने उन्हें भागते हुए देखा, तो I just instantly made a decision. And the very first thing I did was I called my friend Ali. I called my
Hmm.
friend Ali, and Ali को मैंने बताया कि bro मैं I'm gonna run across Pakistan. उसने कहा,
Hmm.
तबारक आजकल कौन से ड्रग्स कर रहे हो, आजकल क्या क्या पीना शुरू किया है. बट देन आई कॉल माय मॉम एंड शी इज लाइक, ये तुमने क्या क्या काम शुरू कर दिया, न्यूयॉर्क जाके तुम्हारा दिमाग खराब हो
Hmm.
गया. एंड देन आई रियलाइज दैट आई डोंट.
वो खुश नहीं हुई कि न्यूयॉर्क जाके बच्चे बिगड़ जाते हैं, तुम उल्टा पाकिस्तान जाके भागना शुरू हो गए थे? एनीवेज.
नहीं, उन्होंने कहा कि तेरी शादी करने का टाइम हो गया है तेरा दिमाग इधर उधर जा रहा है. दैट्स एग्जैक्टली व्हाट शी सेड. बट उस टाइम पे फिर आई रियलाइज्ड दैट आई नीड टू टॉक टू पीपल हु एक्चुअली रन. एंड लकीली जो मेरा रनिंग क्लब का इधर, आई लिव इन रूजवेल्ट आइलैंड इन न्यूयॉर्क. तो रूजवेल्ट आइलैंड रनर्स का हमारा जो रन क्लब का लड़का, ही हैज कोच्ड quite a few people who've done extraordinarily long runs. So then he's made a बेसिक ट्रेनिंग प्लान फॉर मी, और मार्च अप्रैल में मैंने रनिंग अपनी शुरू कर दी पिछले साल रमजान में. एंड व्हेन आई स्टार्ट ट्रेनिंग अंटिल जुलाई. और मैंने जुलाई तक खुद को टाइम दिया था कि मैं 3 महीने पहले सोशल मीडिया पे आई स्टार्ट कैंपेनिंग अराउंड इट. और फिर मार्च में मैंने टीसीएफ के साथ एक छोटा सा रन किया. ब्रुकलिन हाफ मैराथन हो रही थी अप्रैल में शायद, और मैंने उनके लिए एक छोटा सा $2,000 का एक फंड रेजर किया, जस्ट टू गेट माई सेल्फ के यार फंड रेजिंग करते कैसे हैं, पैसे मांगना आसान काम नहीं है लोगों से. तो आई डिड दैट. और फिर जुलाई में 4th of July का वीकेंड था, 4 दिन की उसमें छुट्टी थी मेरे पास. और मैंने सोचा कि उन 4 दिनों में मैं अपने 40 दिन, ओरिजिनली मेरा प्लान था कि मैं आई विल रन अक्रॉस पाकिस्तान इन 40 days. सो आई वॉन्टेड टू रेप्लिकेट दोज 40 days during those 4 days. And if I was
Wow.
able to
Hmm.
do that during those 4th of July weekend wale 4 days, that would have given me a confidence. And I did that, and right before 4th of July, 10 days before that, I hurt my shin. और मुझे स्ट्रेस फ्रैक्चर हो गया था ऑलमोस्ट. आई हैड severe. I'm forgetting the name of the injury,
Yeah.
but I broke my shin. और फिर मुझे मेरे डॉक्टर ने मना किया, मेरे कोच ने मना किया कि 4th of July को 4 दिन में माई गोल वॉज टू रन 78 miles.
Hmm.
उन्होंने फिर मुझे मना किया, बट आई टोल्ड माई सेल्फ इफ आई कैन रन 78 miles in 4 days with a broken shin, I can run across the country. So
You're crazy. Okay.
I was a little crazy at that time because I wouldn't recommend that. I did that, and that essentially cleared, एक वो मेंटल एक ब्लॉक होता है ना
Mental
कि
block.
आप बर्दाश्त कर सकते हो. थोड़ा बहुत डेविड गॉगिंस को सुना सुबह, थोड़ा
Hmm.
बहुत
Hmm.
इधर उधर लोगों की पॉडकास्ट सुनी, एंड देन आई वाज एबल टू डू दैट. एंड उसमें फिर दैट वाज आल्सो इंस्ट्रूमेंटल इन कन्विंसिंग माय फैमिली दैट दिस इज अ गुड आइडिया. बिकॉज उस रन में मैंने अपने जो हसन अब्दाल था, कैडेट कॉलेज हसन अब्दाल, उसके जो विंग के चाचाज होते हैं, विंग बेरर, जो कि हम लोग का
Hmm.
सपोर्ट स्टाफ होता है, उन
Yeah.
चाचाज के लिए मैंने एक छोटा सा फंड रेजर किया. 3-4 हज़ार डॉलर हमने जमा किए.
Hmm.
एंड
Hmm.
द कॉलेज इनवाइटेड माई डैड at
Hmm.
to hand over those checks to those wing
Hmm.
chachas.
Yeah.
और उसमें I come from a humble background, super middle class family, and that for my dad was a great achievement or a great day
Yeah.
कि उनके बेटे की वजह से उन्हें किस जगह बुलाया जा रहा है और इज्जत दी जा रही है. सो उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा, बेटा जो कर रहे हो तुम करते रहो, जब तुम्हें भाग दौड़ करनी है करो.
करते रहो. That's really interesting. अच्छा, एक और जर्नी you did as part of this, I think it was even harder than the running, which is fundraising. कि लोगों से पैसे मांगना is very hard. It is, it takes a hit to your ego to be able to do that. I've also done it. It's very hard to do. Um, Talk to me a little bit about that experience. How did you go about asking people? How hard was it? What was the mental effort? क्योंकि रनिंग में तो तुम बहुत क्लियर हो, तुम पॉडकास्ट सुन रहे थे, तुम अपने आप को मोटिवेट कर रहे थे, टीम वाज मोटिवेटिंग यू, बट फंड रेजिंग माइट हैव बीन अ मोर लोनली स्पोर्ट. How did you do that?
So fundraising में I treated fundraising like a startup pitch. And जिस तरह आप pitch deck बनाते हो, आप fundraising round में जाते हो, तो I knew कि अगर मैं सिर्फ पैसे मांगूंगा तो मुश्किल होगा. I had to offer something as well, make it a transaction. और
Mm-hmm.
उसमें फिर जो मेरी जो transaction बनानी थी, what could I offer? I could offer eyeballs, I could offer media coverage. तो मेरा पहला गोल ये था कि नवंबर में मैंने रन करना है. अगस्त 1st August से आई वांटेड टू स्टार्ट रीचिंग आउट टू स्पॉन्सर्स एंड माय
Mm-hmm.
टारगेट वाज because I was creating content online. I had a decent following at the time. I had around 30,000 followers, and I
Mm-hmm.
knew that the scale of this project, it was like a call option on
Mm-hmm.
viewership as well. And
Mm-hmm.
if executed properly, it could give millions of eyeballs to potential sponsors.
Yeah.
और उसमें फिर आई न्यू दैट एंड आई वांटेड टू सेल दैट. और मेरा गोल
Mm-hmm.
ये था कि रन स्टार्ट होने से पहले वी शुड बी एबल टू गेट एटलीस्ट $100,000 इन
Mm-hmm.
स्पॉन्सरशिप डॉलर्स. और वो जब $100,000 हम जमा कर लेंगे और वो हमारे फंड रेजिंग पेज पे रिफ्लेक्ट हो रहा होगा, तो दैट गिव्स अ लॉट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस टू एनीबडी एंड एवरीबडी हु इज डोनेटिंग एज वेल. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some meat behind
Mm-hmm.
this. And we were
Mm-hmm.
able to get commitments and sponsorships of around $40,000 run से पहले ही. और कुछ
Wow.
लोगों ने हमें पहले
Mm-hmm.
देना भी शुरू कर दिया. And thanks to a few of my friends, my friend
Mm-hmm.
Ariba Shahid, she's in Pakistan. She connected me.
I know her. Jo Profit में जो and now with okay,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
cool.
So
Mm-hmm.
she started making intros, and then TCF में there's this guy Eric. He's a good
Mm-hmm.
friend. He started making intros, and फिर यही था कि लोगों से बात करना जिधर भी जाओ. फिर मैंने यूएस में एक काम ये किया कि any networking event, anybody I could tell, I start.
Mm-hmm.
और that was also very nerve wracking, क्योंकि
Mm-hmm.
आप ये काम करने से पहले किसको बताते हो कि मैं इतना भागूंगा और
Mm-hmm.
उसके लिए मुझे पैसे दो, मैं
Mm-hmm.
I'll raise
Mm-hmm.
this money for education. People start
Mm-hmm.
questioning you कि यार will you be able to do it physically?
Mm-hmm.
They do motivate you, and then मेरे लिए mentally उसमें एक challenge ये था कि यार ओके आई एम कमिटेड, मैं ट्रेन भी कर रहा हूँ, बट अगर मुझे खुदा ना खास्ता रन से पहले कोई इंजरी हो जाती है, तो
Mm-hmm.
मैं इतने लोगों को जो जाके बातें कर रहा हूँ, मैं ऑनलाइन आके सबको बता रहा हूँ कि मैं
Mm-hmm.
भागूंगा, और 2 हफ्ते पहले मैं आके कह दूं यार अब मेरी टांग में दर्द है या मेरा
Mm-hmm.
फ्रैक्चर हो गया. सो आई हैड टू बी वेरी कॉन्शियस अबाउट नॉट ओवर ट्रेनिंग
Mm-hmm.
एज वेल.
Yeah.
बट बैक टू फंड रेजिंग, आई फील लाइक मेरा गोल यही था कि यार जिस तरह मैंने रस कुक को देखा था, उसने
Mm-hmm.
350 उसकी 340 डेज की या 320 डेज की जर्नी थी. पहले
Yeah.
8 महीने 10 महीने नो बडी वॉज डोनेटिंग, नो बडी वॉज
Mm-hmm.
गिविंग अटेंशन. फिर उसके
Mm-hmm.
साथ ये हुआ कि अफ्रीका में इन वन ऑफ द कंट्रीज वो लोग किडनैप हो गए थे. और वो जब
Oh
किडनैप
wow.
हुए, दैट
Mm-hmm.
बिकेम अ ग्लोबल थिंग
A
दैट दिस
story.
गाय इज रनिंग,
Mm-hmm.
दैट बिकेम अ स्टोरी. एंड देन ही वाज ट्राइंग टू क्रॉस बॉर्डर्स बिकॉज पूरा अफ्रीका
Mm-hmm.
भाग रहा था. तो कोई एक कंट्री उसको वीजा नहीं दे रही थी, और फिर
Mm-hmm.
उसने उस कंट्री के प्रेसिडेंट को ट्विटर पे ट्वीट किया कि यार मुझे वीजा चाहिए. और सम
Wow.
एडवर्सिटीज
Mm-hmm.
दैट वर्कड आउट इन हिज फेवर. तो मुझे भी यही था कि कुछ ना कुछ अगर इतना बड़ा काम कर रहा हूँ तो एटलीस्ट
Yeah.
इन माय हेड वाज अ बिग टास्क. इतना बड़ा काम कर रहा हूँ तो टारगेट बड़ा रखना चाहिए, और बाकी आगे अल्लाह मालिक है, हो गया तो ठीक है, नहीं तो लाइक एटलीस्ट आई वेंट
Yeah.
फॉर इट.
So the last question on this part before we move on to other parts of your life is what was the reaction of the Pakistani American community to your fundraising sort of ask of them as you were networking and things here? And the reason why I asked that is I want a window for our audience into the Pakistani American community as well, because a lot of other sort of people who are trying to do good and who watch this sort of podcast, have ideas, have initiatives, and they are also trying to reach through that journey. So just curious, ke, when you went to Pakistani Americans here, What was their response? Were they helpful? What were the challenges? And what was the way to win their heart on your cause?
I think they were very supportive. They were
Hmm.
very supportive. Most of the donations that we got were from Pakistani Americans.
Hmm.
A challenge that I was facing at that time was I did not have a big enough network that I
Hmm.
could leverage. So I was essentially, swimming in the dark without
Hmm.
knowing who to talk to or who, I wasn't in
Hmm.
a position where I could just pick up my phone and, start
Hmm.
making those calls. But anybody and everybody I met, they were all super supportive. And yeah, मेरे ख्याल में a lot of people जो कि मेरा इसमें वो ये था कि जो older generation,
Hmm.
they have a longing or they have a desire to do
Hmm.
something,
Hmm.
and they could see their younger self or and maybe an unfulfilled dream, or maybe कोई एक ऐसा काम जो वो करना चाहते थे but कोई और कर रहा था and they wanted to be a part of that.
Hmm.
ऐसे मुझे कई जगहों पे महसूस हुआ लोगों की कॉन्वर्सेशन से अपने साथ, and then my peers, they were all my friends, they were just so excited.
That's amazing, actually. That's really beautiful, Tabarak. And the fact that they were able to live their dreams through you also is fascinating. And the fact that both of you came out happy, sort of at the end of that journey, is really important as part of that. And this is one of the things that for other young change makers, I think people are so afraid to make the ask that they never make the ask, and that's why they say the best ideas in the world live in graveyards, because people take them there. And the idea is you just put it out there, you see what works, what doesn't work, and it's not easy, and it doesn't always work out, but there are ways to continue down that pathway. So continuing in that experience, sort of moving to the next topic, one of the things that you have done, which is really remarkable, Tabarak, I've got to say, is this community that you're building for Pakistani Americans in New York City. Um, I sort of have been in the area for a while, but we have not. We've seen, the Pakistani American crowd come together at Apna, which is the uncles and aunties who want to live back in Pakistan, but they sort of try to recreate a mini Pakistan at a fancy five-star hotel in America every year, multiple times a year. Then you have the American Pakistan Foundation, which does a few things. Then you have Open, which also has a mix of like uncle and aunties and young entrepreneurs, but also like meeting for a particular topic. Nobody has really been able to crack the young Pakistani American crowd. And I went to an event recently that you hosted, to bring young Pakistani Americans together. And even I like to feel like I'm not that old, but I felt old in that room. And I was like, oh my God, are most people here just like looking for a girl or a guy to date? Like, what's happening here? Like, it was a completely different experience than what I was used to at a typical Pakistani sort of networking event. This is really special, what you're creating, and I think you're at the beginning of a journey that's really going to change how Pakistani Americans interact and engage and grow as a community. Tell me a little bit about where this is coming from, how you got this idea. It feels like, is it like running where you just started something and then you're making it up as you go, or is there like thought and intention behind what you're building? Tell me a little bit more.
I think two things. Number one, there's a thought, but वो thought रास्ते में कर कर के बन रही है. The
Mm-hmm.
more I talk to people, I get these knowledge nuggets, और
Mm-hmm.
feedback मिलता है. But बैक टू हम कर क्या रहे हैं. सो मैं जब बॉस्टन मूव किया था,
Mm-hmm.
बॉस्टन में मेरे साथ मेरे रूममेट थे नदीम हुसैन, एंड नदीम हुसैन वाज रीडिंग दिस बुक नेवर ईट अलोन,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm reading these days too. I'm forgetting the name of the author, but usme essentially the guy says that when he was at his business school at Harvard, Cambridge mein, the wo, what he used to do was he would always invite people to his house every
Mm-hmm.
other day, every weekend, whenever
Mm-hmm.
he get a chance, try to have a conversation with people. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how people open up. Aapka, like, you connect at a very
Mm-hmm.
personal, intimate level. That's how he
Mm-hmm.
found co-founders, business clients, deals, investment
Mm-hmm.
opportunities, and that's been the story
Mm-hmm.
of his career. Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
that he's been able to connect with people and be a great marketeer or a great salesman because you know uh, because of those dinner conversations. तो जब नदीम भाई ने मुझे ये बताया कि यार किताब में पढ़ रहा हूँ उसमें ये बड़े मजे का बंदा था, उसने ये किया, मैंने कहा हम क्यों नहीं कर रहे. हम इधर आए
Mm-hmm.
हुए हैं, वी आर इन अ न्यू कंट्री. बॉस्टन
Mm-hmm.
नया शहर है, मैं कराची से मूव किया हूँ. मैं आई डोंट नो एनीवन, व्हाट्स द बेस्ट वे
Mhm.
टू नो पीपल? जो भी आपके
Mhm.
एटलीस्ट रिमोट भी कनेक्शंस हैं,
Mhm.
लेट्स स्टार्ट इनवाइटिंग देम ओवर एवरी
Mhm.
वीकेंड। और हमारा एक छोटा सा एक स्टूडेंट हाउसिंग का, नॉट अ वेरी फैंसी, एक
Mhm.
हमारा अपार्टमेंट था। एंड हमारा फटा हुआ काउच था, एक
Mhm.
बड़ा एक कमजोर सा डाइनिंग टेबल था, लेकिन उस डाइनिंग टेबल पे हमने तकरीबन उस एक साल में 150-200 लोग होस्ट किए हैं।
Wow.
और तकरीबन कुछ 40-50 खाने हमने होस्ट किए हैं उधर। और उसमें बिरयानी पकती थी, हम जो भी हमें लड़कों को कुछ ना
Mhm.
कुछ बनाना आता था, वी यूज टू डू दैट। एंड देन व्हेन आई मूव टू न्यूयॉर्क, तो मुझे ये समझ आया कि यार नदीम स्टेट बैक, हमारे सारे रूममेट्स वगैरह अलहदा हो गए। जब मैं इधर काम के लिए मूव किया तो दैट्स अ वेरी आइसोलेटिंग पीरियड। आई डिड नॉट हैव अ
Mhm.
लॉट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स इन न्यूयॉर्क सिटी,
Mhm.
and I used to go to these mixers, but I just couldn't connect. बचपन में
Mhm.
in 2016 I went to Romania. रोमानिया जाके
Mhm.
मुझे ये अंदाजा हुआ था, या जाने से पहले मुझे मेरे दोस्तों ने और सबने कहा था यार पाकिस्तानियों से दूर रहना। मैंने कहा यार ये क्या बात है? And I
Mhm.
went there and I took their
Mhm.
advice and I did what I had to. I mingled with all other nationalities. मैं 30-40 दिन के लिए गया था। पता नहीं सही फैसला था या गलत फैसला था, बट आई मिस्ड
Mhm.
आउट ऑन अ लॉट ऑफ अदर अपॉर्चुनिटीज। जो मेरे पाकिस्तानी दोस्त जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज एक्सप्लोर कर रहे थे, आई कुडंट
Yeah.
डू दैट। But when I moved here, I was in
Mhm.
Silicon Valley for I went there for an event. Or udhar, I heard this one guy, he said, whenever you move to a new city, aggressively find your community.
Mhm.
Aggressively find your community, and your community is everything. And that stayed with me. I overheard that,
Mhm.
वो मेरे साथ वाले टेबल
Mhm.
पे थे, मुझे उनकी शक्ल भी नहीं
Mhm.
पता शायद, probably।
Mhm.
और जब मैं न्यूयॉर्क में आया तो मैंने महसूस किया कि अपनी कम्युनिटी नहीं, आई डोंट नो अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स, व्हाई नॉट बी द पर्सन हु ब्रिंग्स एवरीबॉडी टुगेदर।
Mhm.
एंड देन लास्ट ईयर February 2024 में आई होस्टेड अ नेटवर्किंग मिक्सर। मैंने अपने 2-3 दोस्तों को कहा कि यार हमारे इधर उनके घर पे ईद की दावत थी। ईद की दावत
Mhm.
पे 40-50 लोग उन्होंने बुलाए हुए थे, एंड
Yeah.
20-25 लोग पाकिस्तानी से। मैंने कहा यार इन सबको, व्हाई डोंट वी कनेक्ट इन अ वेरी प्रोफेशनल सेटिंग वेयर पीपल
Mhm.
हू आर लुकिंग फॉर जॉब्स, दे नो हू टू आस्क।
Mhm.
एंड देन वी डिड आवर फर्स्ट मिक्सर। हमने मिन्नतें करके लोगों को इनवाइट कर करके मेहनत करके 50 लोग जमा किए। एंड द थिंग वाज, वी वर वेरी इंटेंशनल दैट वी वांट टू मेक श्योर everybody walks away with at least 5 or 6 new connections. So उसमें हमारा
Mhm.
ये था कि we were giving prompts to people कि
Mhm.
talk about, if you were to write a book about your life, उस book का
Mhm.
title क्या होगा? If
Mhm.
what's the greatest memory of your last year? इस तरह की चीजें where people can open up and
Yeah.
connect in a personal and a professional way. So we did that. We got a huge turnout, huge good response. अगले साल फिर आके मैंने रन से वापस आया, फिर मुझे दोस्त चाहिए थे, फिर मैंने एक किया, फिर दो किए, फिर मैं शिकागो गया। शिकागो में मैंने अपने इंस्टाग्राम, आई वाज गेटिंग सम ट्रैक्शन देयर, इंस्टाग्राम पे
Mhm.
पोस्ट किया कि आई एम इन शिकागो, आई वांट टू होस्ट अ मिक्सर। 60
Mhm.
पीपल रीच्ड आउट, दे साइंड अप, दे केम।
Wow.
आई वाज इन डीसी। डीसी में मैंने उसके एक हफ्ते बाद ही पोस्ट किया। डीसी में 80 लोग आए और 40 लोगों को मना करना पड़ा क्योंकि वेन्यू में जगह नहीं थी उधर। एंड दैट्स
Mhm.
व्हेन आई रियलाइज के पाकिस्तानीज के लिए कुछ, देयर इज नो थर्ड स्पेस। एंड आई थॉट
Mhm.
दैट्स जस्ट मे बी अ पाकिस्तानी इमिग्रेंट प्रॉब्लम,
Mhm.
कि मैं 23-24-25 साल की उम्र में इधर इमिग्रेट किया हूँ और मेरे बचपन के सारे दोस्त पीछे रह गए हैं, तो शायद ये सिर्फ
Mhm.
मेरा मसला है। बट वट आई रियली सी इज दैट even Pakistani Americans or kids who are born here, even they don't
Mhm.
have a Pakistani, third space where they can connect outside of their families and outside of people they grow up with. So
Mhm.
अभी तक आई थिंक I've hosted, or me and my friends we've hosted around 6 to 7 events. All of
Mhm.
them were sold out. तकरीबन
Mhm.
400-500 लोग हमने होस्ट कर लिए हैं, एंड द गोल इज इंशाल्लाह के यही चीज अगर हम मुख्तलिफ सिटीज में, if they're brand ambassador or people who take on that
Mhm.
charge, तो वो
Mhm.
अपने अपने शहरों में होस्ट करते रहें, यूज आवर प्लेटफॉर्म। एंड ये इसका फायदा उन लोगों को भी होगा जो लोग पाकिस्तान से मूव कर रहे हैं, दे हैव अ स्पेस टू कम इन
Yeah.
टू talk to people. For example, हम Pakistanis here, they're killing it career wise.
Mhm.
Every other
Mhm.
Pakistani at least I speak to, कोई अच्छा काम फाइनेंस में कर रहा है, कोई मार्केटिंग में कर
Mhm.
रहा है, एंड
Mhm.
we just don't know. Everybody's in a very scattered space. That's what I feel. हो सकता है मैं गलत हूँ, but I think
Mhm.
इस प्लेटफॉर्म्स का ये फायदा होगा कि करियर वाइज people will get an opportunity to grow. And sometimes
Mm.
these events do have an undertone of dating as well, which I don't
Mhm.
mind, but I want to keep these very professional, focused events.
Very interesting. No, I agree on that. I mean, I don't think what Indian matchmaker is on Netflix. I don't think Tabarak Rahman will be the Pakistani matchmaker yet. But I don't think it's a bad consequence of sort of what you're creating in the community that you're nurturing. And I do agree with you that there are lots of Pakistanis doing interesting things, but they're not connected. That's one of the reasons I started this podcast also, because I was like, oh my god, there are like so many amazing stories within our community, but nobody tells that story. But even I, as somebody who's connected to the community and was doing this podcast, the physical vibe of being in a room with people like this was electric. And that is something that post COVID, like you crave like physical community, and you crave sort of that. And I think that that's what you're creating, which is really special. I think it's also really interesting that you said that, Pakistanis who move here, it makes sense that they want to make friends. But what's really remarkable that you're saying is that jo idhar paida hue hain log, like they are looking for like a community or to connect back to their roots. And the only people I met there, like at your event, were people who were actually born here or born in a third country, like in Canada or else. And that's something that I found really interesting. Do these two communities also merge? Like, do the people who have moved from Pakistan and the people who were born here, are they also intermingling, or in your events they're actually two separate communities that are forming closely together, or they're intermingling between themselves also?
I think we're the same people essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, there's like different realities that two different sets of people have grown up into. And like, and I think there's just we're just the same people. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I believe. और उसमें कोई वो नहीं है कि आप different groups नहीं बनते essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
मेरे पास
That's
कोई फिलोसॉफिकल आंसर नहीं है इसका, या
yeah, yeah,
कोई
no, I like
एनालिटिकल
that.
आंसर
And I
नहीं है,
think,
बट मुझे
yeah.
ये पता है कि लाइक पीपल डू मिंगल एंड देन
Mm-hmm.
लाइक पीपल कनेक्ट essentially because if I were to see someone who's working in finance, who's like Pakistani and works in the
Yeah.
same industry, I think there's a lot more common to talk to, and I feel like as young people we have, especially social media has changed it a lot. आज से शायद
Mm-hmm.
30 साल पहले बंदे की reality of America who's living in Pakistan, उसकी reality शायद सिर्फ फैंटेसी ही होती क्योंकि वो
Yeah.
देख नहीं पाता. आजकल people know, we watch the same shows on
Yeah.
Netflix. इधर के लोग they watch the same TV dramas back home. So I feel like culturally and we're all pretty similar, especially the young people.
I agree with you on that. So now, say there is a young Pakistani American in Florida or in Seattle or San Francisco who's watching this, who's inspired by you and your journey, and he or she is like, okay, I want to reach out to Tabarak and partner with him to do something similar in my city. What does it take to do something like this? How do you build a team who then books the venue and does the food and brings people together and gets invites together? Like, talk to me a little bit about like what it takes to pull something like this, and then how you sort of manage the tickets and all of that. Like, give me a little bit of logistical color so somebody else who's considering it can know what it takes.
I think what it takes is okay. I can talk about how I do it. So I give myself 2 weeks to sell the tickets. I think I me having a decent enough social media presence gives me that leverage कि मैं 2 हफ्ते में I'm confident
Mm-hmm.
I can sell those tickets. So the first thing is to get a venue, either
Mm-hmm.
go to a cafe or book up space. I use Peer Space, a platform which is like an Airbnb for these
Mm-hmm.
event venues.
Mm-hmm.
You go get that venue and then you just start marketing the event up uska Luma pe ya kisi bhi Eventbrite pe you make that event,
Mm-hmm.
and then you start with your friends. You If you're doing
Mm-hmm.
your first event, you send out
Mm-hmm.
invites to your friends, tell them to show
Mm-hmm.
up, and your friends do show up. Everybody wants
Mm-hmm.
something fun to do, and then
Mm-hmm.
I think the word spreads. Or
Mm-hmm.
and the algorithm on Instagram and all these other social platforms, it is so good that it will
Mm-hmm.
reach the right people. We have
Mm-hmm.
a Instagram page, we call it pyp.nyc. But if somebody wants
Mm-hmm.
to collaborate in Seattle, let's say, so they can have a PYP Pakistani Young Professionals Seattle का chapter. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
can have a DC chapter. जब मैं DC में था तो एक बंदे ने ये काम किया कि he took out उन्होंने उसी टाइम पे एक व्हाट्सएप का ग्रुप बनाया, उसका क्यूआर
Mhm.
कोड लिया और उधर 80 के 80 लोगों को स्कैन करा के वो ग्रुप बना दिया। अ गाय
Mhm.
डिड द सेम थिंग इन शिकागो। उससे ये कि वो दोज़ कम्युनिटीज़ आई सी के पीपल
Mhm.
आई सी ऑन माय इंस्टाग्राम पीपल आई मेट हू आई कनेक्टेड विद, दे आर गोइंग ऑन पार्टीज़ टुगेदर, दे आर गोइंग टू कॉन्सर्ट्स टुगेदर, डिनर्स पे साथ जा रहे हैं। सो दैट गोज़ टू शो कि ऑफशूट से हम निकल रहे हैं एंड देन व्हेन पीपल कैन से ओके वी मेट एट a Pakistani young professionals event, I feel like that's the measure of success here.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. That and your first shadi. No, I'm kidding. Like basically जो पहली शादी through PIP होगी. But that's very cool. एक मुझे पाकिस्तान में एक रिक्शे के पीछे एक वो स्टिकर लगाते हैं ना, तो स्टिकर के ऊपर लिखा हुआ था कि मैं बड़े होके प्राडो बनूंगी. वो रिक्शे के पीछे लिखा हुआ था. तो I guess the question that I have for you is what will PYP be when it grows up? So right now it's an infant. You're nurturing it. You're feeding it. It's turning into something that has a lot of legs. Where do you see that this can naturally grow for the community and for you? Like what do you think you want to build going forward from here?
I think for now, let me take a step back and talk about something completely different, which
Mm-hmm.
is Dreambridge. Dreambridge is a platform that me and my team, my brother, and हम लोग बना रहे हैं. वो ये करता है कि पाकिस्तानी बच्चे जो मास्टर्स करने या अंडरग्रेड करने अमेरिका आना चाहते हैं, इट हेल्प्स
Mm-hmm.
देम विद यूनिवर्सिटी एआई बेस्ड यूनिवर्सिटी recommendations. You can write your essays, you can apply for student loans, you can even practice your mock visa interviews. So
Wow.
that platform helps with that, and the natural next step for us is that build a housing platform कि वो
Mm-hmm.
essentially पाकिस्तानी सिर्फ हर साल 3,500 से 4,000 पाकिस्तानी इधर मास्टर्स करने या अपना तालीम हासिल करने आते हैं अमेरिका में.
Mm-hmm.
दैट आउट ऑफ अ टोटल ऑफ 500,000 इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स, तकरीबन
Yeah.
1.5 पौने 2 लाख बच्चे इंडिया से आते हैं. नेचुरली
Mm-hmm.
मैं इंडिया से जब कंपेयर करूं तो वो हमसे आबादी में 5 या 6 गुना ज्यादा है, बट
Yeah.
इस नंबर में 50 से 60 गुना का फर्क है. तो आई फील लाइक
Yeah.
जो पाकिस्तानी नंबर है 3,000 से वो ग्रो कर सकता है 10, 15, 20 हजार पे तो ग्रो कर सकता है.
Mm-hmm.
नंबर वन. एंड देन जो मेरा प्लेटफॉर्म है दैट हेल्प्स यू विद यूनिवर्सिटी रिकमेंडेशंस, वीजा, स्टूडेंट लोन, स्कॉलरशिप्स. फिर जब बच्चा
Mm-hmm.
इधर आ जाता है अपना पढ़ाई करने, दे नीड अ स्पेस टू
Mm-hmm.
एक्चुअली दे नीड एन इकोसिस्टम जिधर अपने दे कैन सी पीपल लाइक देम, they can
Mm-hmm.
ask them for mentorship, community, whatever, and then
Mm-hmm.
that's where PYP comes in. PYP
Mm-hmm.
एक वो third
Mm-hmm.
space है for anybody. That was the mindset beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
अब
Mm-hmm.
आगे जाके बिकॉज आई फील लाइक इधर के लोगों के लिए भी इट्स एक्सट्रीमली इम्पॉर्टेंट. इट
Mm-hmm.
शुड अभी हार्वर्ड में एक हुई थी पाकिस्तान कॉन्फ्रेंस, एक और ग्रुप है दे कॉल इट आईवी फ्यूचर ऑफ पाकिस्तान,
Yeah.
दे डिड अ कॉन्फ्रेंस. तो आई फील लाइक जितने ज्यादा इस तरह के
Mm-hmm.
ग्रुप्स हों उतनी अच्छी
Yeah.
बात है. इफ पीवाईपी कैन डू एनुअल कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, ब्रिंग इन सम टेक पीपल, पाकिस्तानी फाउंडर्स को
Yeah.
बुलाया, पाकिस्तानी फाइनेंस के लोगों को बुलाया, एटलीस्ट इन न्यूयॉर्क इन एन आइडियल वर्ल्ड, अगर मेरे पास टाइम हो या इफ आई कैन हैव समवन फ्रॉम माय टीम वॉलंटियर, कि इधर हर महीने में या दो पैनल टॉक्स होनी चाहिए where we
Mm-hmm.
bring in successful or accomplished Pakistanis,
Yeah.
and then they can talk to not just Pakistanis but anybody and everybody who's interested, and
Mm-hmm.
we give them that space to do that. एंड आउट और हमारे इसी पीवाईपी के इवेंट्स के बाद ऐसा एक ग्रुप बन भी गया है. माय फ्रेंड मूसा, ही फिगर्ड
Mm-hmm.
आउट दैट ही इज अ क्रिएटिव एंड ही इज क्रिएटेड
Mm-hmm.
दिस थिंग कॉल्ड द थर्ड माइंड, जिसमें वो अब
Mm.
क्रिएटिव्स को बुला के साउथ एशियंस को, पाकिस्तानीज को एंड एनीबडी एंड एवरीबडी. सो
Yeah.
आई फील लाइक जो इसकी ऑफशूट्स निकल रही हैं, दैट्स अ मेजर ऑफ सक्सेस. बट बैक टू योर क्वेश्चन के बड़े होके प्राडो कैसे बनेगी है, तो बड़े होके आई फील लाइक इट्स जस्ट अ स्पेस जिसमें
Mhm.
Pakistanis who are coming from Pakistan and Pakistanis who are here, they can come and
Mhm.
talk about their careers. They can come and talk about mentorship. They can be friends, and a thriving community, a successful community is a win-win for anybody and everybody.
Yeah, this is so amazing. There is this trope about Pakistani Americans versus Indian Americans कि Indian Americans जो हैं वो एक दूसरे को lift करते हैं और वो basically they're like okay come into my company, they give jobs, they're like that's why they become CEOs. और the trope is कि Pakistani Americans जो हैं वो एक दूसरे की टांगे काटते हैं, and you are the sort of physical manifestation and the rebuttal of that trope, and that is actually one of the inspirations for my podcast also, which is to say कि भाई we can elevate each other, मतलब we can elevate and sort of take each other to the next level, and that's really remarkable to see. And I almost like wonder if there is a generational gap, although I don't want to get into that debate, but it feels like the younger Pakistani crowd is like, hey, matlab, we want to do good and we want to take everybody along the journey with us. So it's really interesting and remarkable to see.
I disagree with that कि पाकिस्तानी एक दूसरे को काटते हैं या मदद नहीं करते.
Mm-hmm.
I I've been blessed with by meeting so many amazing
Mm-hmm.
people in my life throughout.
Mm-hmm.
और स्पेशली जब मैं इधर मूव किया हूँ तो जब मैं बॉस्टन आया था मेरे पास रहने को जगह नहीं थी.
Mm-hmm.
5 दिन किसी एक random, just because the guy was Pakistani, I texted him on Facebook. I don't have a spot to sleep, and he's like, come over. उसने मुझे 5 दिन अपने घर पे रखा. इसी तरीके से जब मैं जॉब हंट कर रहा था तो I met so many incredible Pakistanis who were always up to help. तो मुझे ये
Yeah.
लगता है कि just the sheer fact कि हमारा वॉल्यूम बहुत कम है और everybody runs their race alone, तो that sense of responsibility is there, but also like just because volume कम है तो वो नजर नहीं आती.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's remarkable. Which now I want to double click on Dreambridge for a second. You mentioned it, and I find it so fascinating. I also find your videos really interesting, where you're going up to people and you're like, "Hi, I'm Tabarak Rahman. Can you introduce yourself?" I was thinking of doing that at the beginning of the podcast and pulling that on you, but I didn't.
Let's do that when
Um,
you're in the city. We'll do that with
yes,
you.
we'll also do that. I would love to do that too. So I think the question that I had, which I've now forgotten on Dreambridge, हाँ ड्रीम ब्रिज पे जो क्वेश्चन मेरा ये था एंड द क्वेश्चन इज नॉट meant to get political, but I have been really curious about this question and I have had nobody to ask, and I think you're the right person to ask this question. With everything happening in the world and with the political administration sort of in this country, there used to be a time where every Pakistani kid or girl, if they were growing up like 80s 90s kids like us, I hope you're a 90s kid, um not a post 2000, but maybe you are. But basically the if you ask them, like, where they wanted to move out, if they wanted to move out of Pakistan, they'd be like, I want to go to America. Like, it was a pretty, like, it was an ambition, even, like, if they would even choose to go elsewhere other than America, but America was like the top of the list in terms of where people want to go. I have a hypothesis that that is changing very dramatically, and not just for Pakistanis, but like generally internationally, it's changing. However, you are now running and operating a business where your whole goal is to increase the number of Pakistani students coming in, like from 3,000 to 10,000, and I think it should be 30,000. Like, it should be proportionate to what sort of the Indian American student community is. I'm curious, like, are you feeling that in your business? Like, are you feeling the weight of that? Is it shifting? Are these attitudes shifting, like, between where young Pakistanis want to go abroad and study, or do they still want to come to America, but it's just become harder? And that's where you come in to help them.
I feel like it's not become harder. This
Mm-hmm.
year there was a lot of noise,
Mm-hmm.
but generally there was some problems as well. But generally, मुझे लगता है कि it has not become harder. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of noise around the administration and all of that, but people were getting their admissions, people were getting their visas, still getting scholarships, and some universities they're trying to attract more international students क्योंकि
Mm-hmm.
कुछ बाकी मुल्कों से वीजा नहीं लग रहे थे या वीजा डिलेस थे तो वो इन्हें और भी ज़्यादा scholarships ऑफर कर रहे थे. I know this one
Mm-hmm.
guy. He has a 2.2 GPA in undergrad. He got
Mm-hmm.
into Georgia State, और Georgia State ने कहा कि 100% हम दे रहे हैं. And he didn't
Wow.
want to come. और उन्होंने कहा आप अगले साल आओगे हम फिर भी आपको 100% देंगे. So I've seen those stories as well. But back to कि बच्चे क्या सोच रहे हैं या prospective applicants या students क्या सोच रहे हैं, I feel like they're just more vigilant on making their ROI calculations. Okay, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
spending X amount of dollars, is that the best use of my dollars? Should I
Mm-hmm.
go to UK? Should I go to Europe?
Mm-hmm.
Europe has been Europe की एक अपनी ख्वाहिश चाहत या allure वो ये है कि like higher education is almost free. You get a
Mm-hmm.
good standard of living, but you have आपकी comfortable life आपकी बन जाती है.
Mm-hmm.
US people know it's job market is competitive, but only the top of the top come here. यू
Mhm.
नो पास थ्रू ऑल द हर्डल्स. एंड मुझे लगता है कि जो नंबर कम है उसकी एक वजह ये है कि बताने वाले बहुत कम है. You
Mhm.
wouldn't see any Pakistani influencers. Now there's like a few popped up, including
Mhm.
myself, but you wouldn't see any
Mhm.
Pakistani content creators who are talking about study abroad content.
Mhm.
हम
Mhm.
शायद पाकिस्तानी मर्द शायद शर्माते
Mhm.
हैं कैमरा के आगे आते हुए.
Mhm.
लड़कियों को कल्चरली वैसे ही मना किया जाता है कि आपने कैमरा के आगे नहीं आना
Mhm.
पोटेंशियली. शायद
Mhm.
ये वजह, या तो शायद इधर आते ही बहुत कम है और वो इतने पढ़ने वाले बच्चे होते हैं. they're very focused on their careers, and
Mhm.
creator economy में उस तरीके से लोग participate
Mhm.
नहीं कर रहे. So I feel like that is changing now. And what my goal is by doing these street interviews with Pakistani professionals is that
Mhm.
showcase, okay, this guy, he went to Fazaya College in Rawalpindi.
Mhm. Mhm.
He did his undergrad at
Yeah.
NYU. Now,
Yeah.
if he can do it, any other kid from Fazaya College can also do it. You don't need to go to like the top A level के
Yeah.
schools, to come to the US या इधर आके अच्छा career बनाने. And I feel like US is the hub of capital and innovation, and to make great companies, billion-dollar companies, you have to be close to capital, you have to be close to innovation, and then that's how you can bring back, good to your country as well, if that's your motive.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I think दो really interesting चीजें तुमने कही हैं. एक तो ये कि you're separating the noise from the signal. So yes, there is a lot of noise around the administration, but what you're actually saying is underneath that noise is actually opportunity, because other countries might be affected more, and it's actually created an opportunity where universities are now courting you in a way that they haven't. And that's a really smart nugget, Tabarak. And we've got to sort of clip this, because what you're essentially saying is it's the inverse of what my hypothesis was. Actually, there's more opportunity now if you ignore the noise than there was before, because universities are actively courting you. Or jo dusra, which was the interesting part, just an example, somebody with a 2.2 GPA got a scholarship. Fazaya College की तुमने वो experience बता रहे थे. I think that brings the second point, which is really interesting about you and about Dreambridge, is you know even within Pakistan, you would say, or maybe this is my own bubble, but a lot of people who were helping or supporting people were like the Lums and IBA crowd. But I think what you are doing is you're democratizing, and you are, because Lumske or IBA crowd, like 30-40% of that crowd was already international, right? So it's easy to call your friend from your batch and be like, hey yaar, mujhe guide karo, mujhe roommate bana do, mujhe ye kar do. But what you are doing is giving an access to universities and students who do not have those networks here in the US. And that is truly revolutionary, because once you create those networks, they will pull their juniors, and the juniors will pull their juniors. So you are actually creating a snowball effect, which can change the trajectory of sort of higher education. Even though it feels like a small thing right now, it's a snowball that can grow. So that's really cool, Tabarak.
नो या मुझे ये लगता है कि अगर ये चीज़ हम 5 4 5 साल में वी गेट टू आवर 10 15,000 20,000 नंबर, दैट मुझे नहीं पता उसका फ़ायदा क्या होगा, बट कुछ हो जाएगा. दैट आई नो
Mm-hmm.
बिकॉज माई डैड,
Yeah.
ही इज़ इन द एजुकेशन स्पेस. एंड कभी कभी उनको आउट ऑफ नोवेयर किसी उनके रैंडम स्टूडेंट की कॉल आती है, मैसेज आता है
Mm-hmm.
कि सर
Mm-hmm.
आज मैं इधर हूँ और मुझे जब जब भी लोग कुछ अचीव करते हैं, मैंने ये
Mm-hmm.
देखा है, तो उन्हें अपने जर्नी के शुरू वाले लोग याद
Yeah.
रहते हैं. तो मेरे बाबा को
Yeah.
कॉल आती है कि किसी की कि सर आज मैंने ये पीएचडी खत्म हो रही थी, मुझे
Mm-hmm.
पहला दिन याद है जब मैं आहता में स्कूल में आया था, या
Mm-hmm.
जब आप मुझे लेके गए थे. क्योंकि
Yeah.
माय डैड, हिज नेचर इज, आई एम सॉरी आई एम डाइग्रेसिंग,
Yeah. No,
बट
go.
मेरे बाबा की नेचर ये है कि उनके बारे में मेरी अम्मा भी मजाक उड़ाती हैं कि घर के बाहर गाड़ी ले आओ और इन्हें
Mm-hmm.
कहो कि ये काम करना है, तो दैट इज द इजीएस्ट वे टू किडनैप हिम. कि कोई बंदा आके बस ये कहते हैं हमारा ये काम है, ये आप आके बस आपको गाड़ी में हम लेके
Yeah.
जा रहे हैं, एंड देन ही गो विद देम. एंड उसका फिर अगर किसी का एक्चुअली काम होता है, फायदा होता है, एंड पीपल रिमेंबर दैट. इवन द अदर
Yeah.
डे माय सिस्टर, शी जस्ट मूव्ड हियर फॉर हर मास्टर्स डिग्री. मैं अपनी बहन को
Mm-hmm.
लेने गया था एयरपोर्ट पे. तो एयरपोर्ट
Mm-hmm.
से जब मैं वापस आ रहा था तो मुझे अपना पहला दिन याद आया. आई
Yeah.
वुडंट लाई, मुझे अपना पहला दिन याद आया और फिर मुझे अपनी कज़न याद आई है। शी ड्रोव ऑल द वे फ्रॉम मैरीलैंड टू कम टू
Hmm.
न्यूयॉर्क टू पिक मी अप।
Wow.
और फिर आई टेक्स्टेड हर एट दैट मोमेंट के आई विल नेवर फॉरगेट।
Hmm.
ज़िंदगी में शायद रोज़ ना याद करता हूँ, कभी-कभी मुझे याद आता
Yeah.
रहेगा।
Yeah.
एंड आई फील लाइक कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें, स्पेशली व्हेन यू कम टू द यूएस, माय हाइपोथेसिस
Yeah.
इज़ दैट if you're a smart person, you only need help during your first few months and or
Yeah.
until you get your footing, आपकी पहली
Yeah.
जॉब लग जाए, कुछ आपके दोस्त बन जाए, उसके बाद everybody set, everybody has a few money, everybody makes that, whether that's 100,000 or a $1 million, जो भी नंबर आप उसमें डालें।
No, I agree. And I still remember the first time I came to New York to study also. मुझे exactly अब तो मुझे याद भी नहीं वो कौन सा ब्रिज था, but मुझे याद है कि मैं एक ब्रिज क्रॉस कर रहा था the first time I saw the skyline. Like you remember that moment. फिर मुझे ये भी याद है कि मैं बिफोर द यूनिवर्सिटी ओरिएंटेशन मैं सेंट्रल पार्क गया था और मैंने कभी कितना बड़ा पार्क देखा ही नहीं था। तो फिर यूनिवर्सिटी में जब ऑनबोर्डिंग हो रही थी तो पीपल आर लाइक कि व्हाट डिड यू थिंक ऑफ न्यूयॉर्क, तो मैंने बोला कि आई हैव नेवर सीन अ प्लेस दैट्स सो ग्रीन, और सब हंसना शुरू हो गए कि they were like nobody says that about New York and I was like but मतलब मैं कराची से मैंने कभी इतनी मैंने कभी इतना बड़ा पार्क देखा ही मतलब it's not even
Yeah.
in your realm of imagination and I was still a traveled person लेकिन you don't know and मतलब आपको जब तक and then until you find your own community and your own people and your own sort of experience you sort of miss that. So speaking of community, Tabarak, the other thing that I find that you do really interesting is the fact that you are an influencer, sort of within our community. You're a creator, you create content, and you sort of meet interesting people and introduce interesting people to interesting people, through your social media platform. Also, talk to me a little bit about your influencer journey. Like, where did this start from, and again why, and where is it going? But talk to me about where it started from first.
The first piece of content that I put out was March 2024, 6 to 8 months before my run. मेरा रन करने का मकसद ये था कि मैं तालीम के लिए पाकिस्तान में जो बच्चे तालीम नहीं, स्कूल नहीं जा रहे, उनके लिए हम फंड रेजिंग करें। बट मार्च में दैट वाज द प्लान। बट मैंने कहा
Mm-hmm.
इन 6-8 महीने में सिर्फ भाग तो नहीं सकता, आई नीड
Mm-hmm.
सम मोमेंटम। एंड
Mm-hmm.
आई ऑलवेज वांटेड टू हेल्प पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट्स हु आर कमिंग हियर। कभी किसी
Mm-hmm.
दोस्त से बात हो रही है, कभी कोई जूनियर रीच आउट कर रहा है, तो मैंने
Mm-hmm.
कहा व्हाई डोंट आई स्टार्ट डूइंग कंटेंट। एंड आई हैव आई हैव एन एंटरप्राइजिंग माइंड। मैंने एक
Mm-hmm.
वाइट स्पेस देखी कि कोई और कर भी नहीं रहा, तो व्हाई नॉट आई डू दैट। तो फिर मैंने द वेरी फर्स्ट रील और वीडियो आई पोस्टेड इन मार्च 24, इट गॉट 600,000 व्यूज।
Mm-hmm.
It got I think it got me 20,000 followers from the very first
Mm-hmm.
video I posted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it takes people years to get that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
took me like I was an overnight success.
What was the reel? What was the reel?
The exact reel was in 2024, 3,500 Pakistani students came to the US to pursue higher education, which is
Oh,
less
wow.
than 1% of the total population, blah,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah. And then I also said that
Mm-hmm.
I, the reason I figured was A, information asymmetry, B,
Mm-hmm.
lack of access to capital.
Mm-hmm.
And then student loans हमें पाकिस्तान में कोई नहीं देता,
Mm-hmm.
कोई local company या local bank. So those,
Mm-hmm.
when I said that, a lot of people resonated with that, and then
Mm-hmm.
I also had a call to action that over the next 6 months I'll try to create content and help as
Mm-hmm.
many people as I can. And I feel like that goes to show that product
Yeah.
market fit, influencer
Yeah.
market fit
It
was
was there.
there. Uh, और फिर उसके बाद देन जब रन पे था तो रन पे भी आई वाज क्रिएटिंग कंटेंट, अभी भी आई एम evolving as a creator. But I feel like now I'm at a point where I can really accelerate it and start, thinking about participating in the creator economy as well,
Mm-hmm.
which I am. I've dipped my toes here and there, but I feel like now I'm at a point where, we have an audience, me across like a couple of platforms. We have an audience of
Yeah.
around 70,000.
Mm-hmm.
And young Pakistanis who
Yeah.
want to do good in their careers, people want access to that audience. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know ये जाएगा किधर, but इसमें टाइम बैक TYP एंड these इन पर्सन इवेंट्स, इसको मेरा
Mm-hmm.
सोचने का एक तरीका वॉल्ट डिज्नी के तरीके से भी है। and there's these two guys, I think Colin and Sameer,
Mhm.
very famous
Mhm.
YouTubers, they talk about it. They say कि आपका जो एज अ क्रिएटर आपका जो मेट्रिक्स है वो
Mhm.
getting views is not difficult anymore. Anybody can
Mhm.
get views. You
Mhm.
need people who actually support you and
Mhm.
who know who you are.
Yeah.
And then I feel like these in-person events, जिस तरह वर्ल्ड
Mhm.
डिज्नी ने डिज्नी लैंड बनाया, पार्क डिज्नी वर्ल्ड बनाया, और फिर उसके बाद उसकी मर्चेंडाइज बिक रही है,
Mhm.
डिजिटल एसेट्स बन रहे हैं, वीडियोस बन रही हैं, पूरे लॉन्ग फॉर्म कंटेंट बन रहा है, शॉर्ट फॉर्म बन रहा है. I feel like as a creator, a lot of what these creators are doing now is hosting these in-person events too, so that they can actually, people can see who they are. You can actually, talk to and meet people as well.
So one of the things that I always wonder is why are there not more Pakistani American content creators? There are a lot of Pakistani content creators in Pakistan, and they're famous and they're doing well, and it's their full time gig. We haven't seen, and correct me if I'm wrong, you might know somebody, but like we haven't seen a breakout content creator from a Pakistani American standpoint who has either captured the community fully, like who's really broken out within the community, or who's crossed over to the mainstream, like you are thinking now, okay, how do I sort of tap into the broader creator economy? Talk to me a little bit about that. Is it because it's hard for the audience to transfer because you're building a niche, and then you're a niche, then you get stuck in the niche? Like, talk to me a little bit about why you think this is.
To be honest, I don't, मुझे अंदाजा नहीं है इस चीज़ का. I think there's like a few creators. I can't remember any off the top of my head, but I feel like there's a few creators, but एज अ करियर प्रॉबली शायद कल्चरली हम लोग इस चीज़ को नहीं समझते.
Mm-hmm.
बट there's people who are like in different niches now. AI influencing is a thing. I want to
Mm-hmm.
be an AI influencers. I don't want to be a lifestyle influencer. So उसमें कई सारे लोग
Mm-hmm.
कर रहे हैं. But मुझे I don't think I have a good answer to that. Probably शायद
Yeah.
culturally हम इसको एज अ करियर नहीं समझते, और हमसे
Mm-hmm.
ऊपर वाले लोगों ने कोई किया
Yeah.
नहीं है, and then we don't have now those success stories who can mentor us. कोई template नहीं है essentially.
Yeah. And do you think about sort of your audience? And I'm thinking about कि जो तुम्हारी identity है for your audience, the way that they know you. If that was your first reel, what they know about Tabarak is Tabarak, talks about education and bringing Pakistanis from Pakistan to America. He ran, and now he's building a community in New York. If you are really going to tap into the creator economy in the US and you want to tap into the US market, you will have to grow your audience from Pakistani American to Pakistani American and everybody else, and like American American, right? How do you think about that? Do you think you can expand it? Do you think it's hard? Do you think it's easy? Like, how do you think about that?
I've never really thought about it like that. मुझे ये लगता है कि मैं हमारी जिंदगी पूरी कंटेंट है. आप जो कुछ कर रहे हो, दैट इज कंटेंट, राइट? People might be interested in your story कि आज आपने क्या खाया, क्या पिया. Look, even that is content. तो मुझे लगता है as I'm evolving in my career, in my projects, तो that brings
Yeah.
in different kinds of people. Uh, मुझे नहीं पता कि ये 6 साल बाद या 6 महीने बाद इसकी क्या शक्ल होगी, या
Mhm.
मैं ये कर भी रहूंगा या नहीं. बट मुझे लगता है जस्ट मोनेटा इफ वी जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट टैपिंग इनटू द
Yeah.
क्रिएटर इकोनॉमी, इससे पैसे कैसे कमाने हैं, इससे मोनेटाइज कैसे करना है. आई थिंक देयर इज अ फॉर्मूला टू दैट. A lot of
Mhm.
people don't know. I know
Mhm.
quite a few creators who are in the mainstream in the US, who have,
Mhm.
100K, 200K, 300K
Yeah.
followers, and they're fighting or they're reaching out to me for a $50
Yeah.
ticket. I am like, bro, you should be making like a few millions.
Yeah.
Why are
Yeah.
you like reaching out to me for $50? So I feel like वो जो formula है वो लोगों को
Yeah.
शायद नहीं पता, regardless whether you're a Pakistani
Yeah.
or you're a
Yeah.
non-Pakistani. So just knowing that formula, somebody teaches you that, then you can find those companies who are interested in what
Yeah.
your audience might be buying. In my case, my audiences are young Pakistanis in Pakistan or America who want to migrate to the US, or who
Mhm.
are already in the US. So जो migrate करने वाले हैं उनके लिए they will be making a purchase of at least 100,000. 50-60
Mhm.
हज़ार की यूनिवर्सिटी की फीस देंगे,
Mhm.
20-30 हज़ार 40 हज़ार आके रहने सहने का खर्चा होगा. So there's like a few players
Yeah.
who can be captured because they
Mm,
want
yeah.
that big ticket
Yeah.
spend out of them. And then there's companies, and in the US, who want to market to Pakistani
Reach that
audiences. Yeah,
audience.
yeah.
Yeah.
So मेरे ख्याल में, and then with the AI play, abhi, a lot of
Mhm.
these AI startups, they've raised like millions and billions of dollars, and
Mhm.
क्योंकि उनकी टीम इतनी लीन होती है, ऑल दे
Mhm.
नीड टेक टेक उन्होंने बना लिया 10 लोगों के साथ,
Yeah.
100 इंजीनियर्स को नहीं, 10 इंजीनियर्स को
Yeah.
पैसे दिए, और फिर दूसरा ये कि नाउ दे नीड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. So I feel like
Mhm.
we're in the golden age of distribution, and if you
Mhm.
have that distribution, and because that AI company wants its
Mhm.
software,
Mhm.
पाकिस्तान में भी, यूएस में भी, दुनिया में हर जगह उन्हें सॉफ्टवेयर अपना बेचना है, 20-30
Mhm.
डॉलर की सब्सक्रिप्शन उन्हें बेचनी है. So I
Yeah.
feel like they want that young audiences, and if you have people who like to code, who like to
Mhm.
advance in their career, that's a good target market for them. So it's all about how you position yourself. We've started having those conversations with a few
Mhm.
companies, and I feel like they've been very fruitful for me. मैंने अभी तक खुल के अभी पैसे नहीं कमाए इसमें, बट मुझे ये लगता है कि मुझे एविडेंस मिल गई है कि पैसे इसमें बहुत ज्यादा हैं. या
Yeah. That's very cool. अच्छा अब
But before you ask me, what's your take on this?
yeah, I was gonna say कि so I work in influencer marketing in my full time job as well, and I've been doing it for over a decade. I think कि तुम्हारी diagnosis correct है कि there is a formula and a lot of people don't know, particularly influencers in our community don't know what that formula is. और एक ये मेरा goal और aspiration है, one way to give back is कि I want to basically coach and train these folks and enable them to tap into networks. मैं अभी Jersey City के mayor एक there's a Pakistani Muslim Musab Ali who's running for mayor in Jersey City, just like Zoran is running in New York. And I went to one of his fundraisers, and I asked him, I'm like, how can we help you beyond just giving you money? And he said, open your networks to me. And he's like, these guys, Comos, others, like they have their networks, like the old men, and they open their networks to each other. But what we need, what the Pakistani community, Muslim community, like they need to open our networks too. So I thought, like, in my field of influence, what can I do? So I think this is one of my aspirations over the next 2 years, is to coach influencers, give them access to my networks, like connect them to my agencies, and be like, okay, kaise, like how can we have a part of the pie, because we are a part of the audience. Like if Zoran Mamdani proves anything, he proves that actually we are in the majority now. Like people who are diverse are now in the majority. So it's no longer ke, oh, this is a niche Pakistani American content creator. This is sort of what is America. America is now, there's no longer like one or two or three media channels, TV channels which everybody's watching. Everybody's simply consuming creators on their Instagram. So I think that's where the media attention is, which is why that's where the money is. And I think we have audiences, to your point, but we are not able to tap into them in a way that we have breakout stars who can then like pull other people. So I want to play my small part in that journey as well. So yeah. Acha, ab, I have like the last 2-3 questions for you, Tabarak, and this sort of now goes into your personality and your selfhood, which I know you're always shy from talking about for some reason. But one question that I have is, like, you are doing so many remarkable things. We've just talked about your side gigs, by the way. We've not talked about your main gig because you also do a full time job. The question that I have is, how do you do it? Like, what's your productivity, philosophy, or what's your productivity hack where you are able to fit so many things into your life in a single day? Like, how do you do it?
I think I don't think about it. I wake up at 6:45, 7. I can just give you my daily routine. I
Yeah,
wake up
tell
at
me a day in your life.
6:45, 7 a.m. Brush my teeth, get ready. 7:30, I usually have my first call, and that is with my team in Pakistan, either my content team or like my brother who's building the tech platform. Now we've grown our Dreambridge की team from
Mm-hmm.
I was telling you before the call के 3 से अब हमारे पिछले हफ्ते में 9 से 10 लोगों की टीम हो गई है. So just having
Mm-hmm.
those calls सुबह, that is before work. फिर 9
Mm-hmm.
बजे तक जाके मैं काम पे गया, काम पे जाके 6 बजे तक काम किया, and during that
Mm-hmm.
9 to 6 or 9 to 6:30, and what I usually do is कि lunch के दौरान I try to meet someone. and I
Mm.
try to grab lunch either with some of my colleagues, co-workers, yeah,
Mhm.
any friends or who also work in the area. So I try to religiously do at least 2 or 3 lunches a week.
Mhm.
और फिर काम वर्क फॉर एलेक्स पार्टनर्स, हम लोग रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग करते हैं कंपनीज को
Mhm.
जब वो बैंकरप्ट होती हैं, तो काम वो है, एंड देन लाइक बैक 6:30 7 बजे के बाद आई थिंक 7 to 9 इज सम मी टाइम फॉर मी. खाना खाया,
Mhm.
थोड़ा रिलैक्स किया, कभी रनिंग कर ली, टेनिस खेल
Mhm.
ली, एंड देन आई फील लाइक 9 to 11 इज अगेन वर्किंग ऑन माई ओन थिंग्स, जो कि
Mhm.
मैं कर रहा हूँ, या तो एज अ क्रिएटर सोचना क्या कंटेंट डालना है,
Mhm.
ड्रीम ब्रिज की स्ट्रेटिजाइज करना, लोगों से बात करनी,
Mhm.
बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग टू सम एडवाइजर्स जो कि
Mhm.
some people who could be our potential investors in future.
Yeah.
And I don't treat them as investors because I don't need anybody's money right now, but these are
Mhm.
potential advisors who in future could,
Yeah.
if they see my journey, they could open up their wallets too. So that's how I'm thinking. That's on weekend pay. I like to play tennis. टेनिस खेलता
Mhm.
हूँ, और साथ कंटेंट का ये है कि जब मैं अपने दोस्तों से मिलता हूँ, आई कीप माई लाइफ वेरी अनकॉम्प्लिकेटेड,
Mhm.
एटलीस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ कंटेंट. खड़े होके दो चार गप लगाई कि यार क्या करते हो, कैसे करते हो, क्यों करते हो,
Yeah.
पैसे कितने कमाते हो. कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है.
Yeah.
एडिटिंग भी कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. एंड देन लाइक माय एडिटर ही डज इट. सो दैट्स वेरी सिंपल. एंड देन आई मीट अ लॉट ऑफ फ्रेंड्स. आई हैव अ
Mhm.
वेरी सोशल लाइफ, एंड देन फ्रेंड्स आर ऑल ऑन वीकेंड्स. और वीकेंड्स पे जब
Mhm.
हम मिलते हैं तो वही साथ कंटेंट भी बन जाता है, खाना पीना भी हो जाता है,
Mhm.
दोस्ती. एंड देन आई फील
Yeah.
लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम somebody is visiting. So मुझे ये लगता है कि योर लाइफ इज कंटेंट. And then if you have your team, my brother, he's my what do you call it, he's a superman.
Mhm.
और I am probably things I say
Mhm.
कि मैं
Mhm.
प्लेटफॉर्म बना रहा हूँ, मैं ये कर रहा हूँ, essentially my brother, he's doing everything in the
Mhm.
background. So
Mhm.
and then my sister, she helps us with analytics, और वो सारी चीजें भी
Mhm.
कर रही है. We're also building, by the way. हम एक एज एन इन्फ्लुएंसर, मुझे ये मसला हो रहा था. There is this is new development since we last spoke. मुझे
Mhm.
एज एन इन्फ्लुएंसर या क्रिएटर ये मसला हो रहा था कि मेरे जो एनालिटिक्स थे वो देवर ऑल ओवर द प्लेस. मेरे न्यूज़
Mhm.
लेटर के एनालिटिक्स डिफरेंट थे, मेरे
Mhm.
इंस्टाग्राम के एनालिटिक्स डिफरेंट थे, वेबसाइट पे जो
Mhm.
हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पे लोग आते हैं, तो उसके लिए
Mhm.
हमने एक सीडीपी बनाया है, सेंट्रलाइज डेटा प्लेटफॉर्म, जो कि
Mhm.
आपके सारी जगह के प्रोफाइल्स को इकट्ठा कर लेगा कि यार ये लोग हैं.
Wow.
फॉर
Mhm.
एग्जांपल बिलाल. बिलाल
Mhm.
फॉलोज तबारक ऑन लिंक्डइन, बिलाल फॉलोज तबारक ऑन इंस्टाग्राम, लेकिन
Mhm.
बिलाल न्यूज़लेटर पे एक्टिव नहीं है. तो वी विल
Mhm.
हैव दैट बिलाल के सर के प्रोफाइल के आगे हमारे पास ये लिखा है, एंड देन
Yeah.
वी कैन ऑटोमेट दोज थिंग्स कि बिलाल को अब डीएम
Mhm.
कैसे करना है, बिलाल को ईमेल के थ्रू जाना है. एंड देन वो
Mhm.
एजेंटिक ऑटोमेशन हमने करे. देयर इज अ कंपनी दैट डज हाफ ऑफ दैट, those
Mhm.
things, and when they just raised $140 million. So I feel like
Mhm.
that's the size of the prize that we're eyeing right now. As I'm
Mhm.
building Dreambridge, मैंने अपने भाई को,
Mhm.
like, he's just building that product. Hopefully,
Mhm.
inshallah, it'll be live. We have a few demos coming up in 2 weeks, so fingers
Mhm.
crossed for that. So, but I feel like creator economy में, I saw that problem. My
Mhm.
brother, he's an engineer. He solved that, and if he can solve that for me, अगर हम बाकी लोगों के लिए भी solve करें, तो आई फील लाइक दैट बी अ गुड प्रोडक्ट. बट आई थिंक मैं डाइग्रेस कर गया हूँ अपने कमरे से लेके. मैंने अपनी पिच बहुत, जो कि बहुत अच्छी पिच नहीं दी मैंने, बट
नहीं अच्छी पिच दी एटलीस्ट यू गेव इट टू द राइट ऑडियंस एंड आई थिंक कि बाय द वे ये काम होता है एंड वी कैन ऑफलाइन ऑन दिस बट ये बेसिकली जो बायर्स होते हैं जो मार्केटिंग साइट पे होते हैं वी हैव एक्सेस टू ऑल ऑफ दिस
यू हैव
डेटा
डू यूज
मिसिंग
मोडाश.
there are multiple things
ओके.
creator IQ होती है like meltwater there's like multiple platforms tracker like there's like half a dozen platforms actually more that you can do to do that for the creator it's harder I haven't explored it from the creator side I'm pretty sure like something or something close exists, but if it genuinely does not exist, it is a $140 million idea.
ये देयर इज वन दैट एग्जिस्ट, बट वो ये करते हैं कि आपने देखा होगा कि इंस्टाग्राम पे आपको आ जाता है कि कमेंट कम्युनिटी, एंड देन वी विल सेंड यू दिस, कमेंट
Hmm.
दिस. लोगों से कमेंट
Yeah,
करवाते हैं ताकि इनकी एंगेजमेंट बढ़े, और
yeah,
फिर उनके डीएम में ऑटोमेटेड मैसेज चला
yeah,
जाता है. वो जो
yeah.
एजेंटिक ऑटोमेशन है, दैट्स व्हाट वी हैव क्रैक्ड दैट एज वेल.
Ah, okay.
So we are able to do that. And then फिर दूसरा ये कि फॉर एग्जांपल somebody wants to, अब मेरे मिसाल के तौर पे 60,000 फॉलोअर्स हैं, मेरी कोई
Hmm.
रील वायरल हो जाती है, उससे
Yeah.
मुझे 500 लोगों का डीएम आ जाता है एक दिन में. मैं 500 के 500 को जवाब नहीं दे सकता, और
Yeah.
अक्सर लोगों का मैसेज आता है, हे हाउ आर यू, हाय. एंड दोज कुड बी पोटेंशियल क्लाइंट्स इफ आई एम सेलिंग
Yeah.
समथिंग, राइट. और वो लोग
Yeah.
जाया हो जाते हैं बिकॉज they haven't said anything concrete.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is that Tabarak ka AI version will be a chatbot which will be integrated in
Very
the
cool.
chats. We just need इसके लिए मेटा से हमें कुछ ना कुछ approvals चाहिए होंगे before we can do that. And since
Yeah.
we're scraping a lot of data from Meta, so
Yeah.
we need to be cognizant of data ethics and privacy के ethics पे हमें थोड़ा सा करना है. But yeah.
Very interesting. अच्छा अब हम tangent की tangent में चले गए, so I'm going to pull us back up. But आखिरी question, I guess. Um, what drives you? मतलब it's clear that you are a man with a very strong drive. तुमने बोला बचपन में you were overconfident, confident, overconfident. There was, it came naturally to you. You were a smart worker, then you became a hard worker or trying to become a hard worker. You're clearly an exceptional guy, right? And you are doing remarkable things. And you're building a team, whether it's your brother, your sister, or the team around you that sort of makes this sustainable, gives this legs. क्यों करते हो? Like, where is this coming? Like, where is this drive coming from?
मुझे सोच में डाल दिया आपने
I like that too. Okay, you just do.
मेरे पास मेरा नहीं ख्याल है इसका मेरे पास कोई जवाब है लेकिन मुझे अगर मैं इसको ऑन अ डीपर लेवल जाके सोचूं तो
Mm-hmm.
ग्रोइंग अप आई ग्रो अप इन कहीं ना कहीं हर चीज दो दो या तीन आप वाइज
Yeah.
पूछेंगे ना तो हर चीज
Mm-hmm.
बचपन पे पहुंच जाती है और मेरा
Yeah.
ये बचपन में ऐसे पहुंचता है कि ग्रोइंग अप आई ग्रू अप इन रूरल टैक्सिला अहाता में हमारा
Mm-hmm.
गांव है और
Mm-hmm.
हमारे गांव में मेरे वालिद साहब ने उधर जब सबसे पहला स्कूल बनाया था एंड वी वर वेरी स्पेशल किड्स कि पूरे इलाके
Mm-hmm.
में जिधर कोई स्कूल नहीं है गुर्बत बहुत ज़्यादा थी और उधर हम लोग क्योंकि पूरे इलाके में हर कोई या तो बाबा का स्टूडेंट था या तो
Mm-hmm.
स्टूडेंट का भाई बहन था या स्टूडेंट का बाप या बेटा था
Mm-hmm.
और a lot of people were एम्प्लॉयज ऑफ माई डैड 15-16
Mm-hmm.
स्कूल खोले तो कोई टीचर्स
Mm-hmm.
हैं हर स्कूल में 20-30 टीचर्स होते थे कोई और
Mm-hmm.
सपोर्ट स्टाफ था तो हमें पूरे इलाके में बड़ा प्यार और इज्जत मिलता था एंड देयर
Mm-hmm.
वाज दिस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दैट वी फेल्ट कि
Mm-hmm.
हम एक छोटे से इलाके में छोटे से गांव से पैदा होके हमें हमारे माँ बाप ने स्ट्रगल किया फाइनेंशियली इमोशनली जब बोर्डिंग स्कूल्स में भेजा पैसे नहीं होते थे मेरे आज तक हसन अब्दाल के 1,40,000 रुपए नहीं जमा जो
Mm-hmm.
मुझे जमा कराने चाहिए फौरन से बट
Mm-hmm.
आई फील लाइक एजुकेशन इज सच अ प्रिविलेज और अगर हमें
Mm-hmm.
वो प्रिविलेज मिल गया है तो वी शुड डू समथिंग विद इट दैट will change lives and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully जो सारी चीजें इधर उधर करके like I feel like I'm just they say that you fuck around enough that you
Mm-hmm.
find what works and what does not work and I feel like I'm in that phase where I'm figuring
Mm-hmm.
out a lot of these things and inshallah one of these things will work and the privilege I have of good education of a supportive family of loving parents and amazing friends I feel like I have the best
Mm-hmm.
friends in the world and
Mm-hmm.
उस प्रिविलेज को अगर हम मैं कैश नहीं करूंगा तो मुझे लगता है कि जो मेरी खुद से एक हमेशा शिकायत रही है कि आई हैव अंडर अचीव्ड थ्रू
Mm-hmm.
वेरियस फेजेस ऑफ माय लाइफ सो आई वांट टू
Mm-hmm.
ओवरकम दैट
Yeah, Tabarak, I've got to say your energy and your positivity is so infectious. I haven't told you this, but since the first time we chatted to the time of this podcast, like you've actually changed my life, like in a small way. Like I think about things, and I'm like, I think about what I want to do, and then I think back to some of the things that you say, and I'm like, let's do it. And it's really special, Tabarak, and I want to close on a note like जब मैंने तुम्हें पूछा था कि when you were starting to run you said कि your mom was like कि भाई तुम इससे बेहतर तुम शादी कर लो like why are you doing this and I think it is your to be wise at that time's loss. Okay, you didn't get married into everybody else's benefit because all that energy that was unleashed by you not getting married has really really had a profound impact not just on your life but on the lives of so many others, like the community that you're building, Dreambridge, your journey as an influencer, what you're creating here. I think you are one of the coolest and most exciting young Pakistanis in America to watch. And I think that you're going to do so many interesting things in the months and years to come. And I'm excited to have a front row seat to watch all of that.
I hope I can live up to that, inshallah. And inshallah, I will.
You will. I'm pretty confident you will. All right. Thank you so much, Tabarak. And I appreciate you spending your Friday with us.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.